I think oftentimes in academia, we're rewarded for actually understanding everything. And is it true, or was your experience that that was an asset or a liability when you were foraying into these other areas outside of your areas of expertise?
It's an asset and it's a liability. It depends on how you use it. It often is a liability. I have a lot of folks that I've seen that come from academia that fail. And then obviously it's a liability. The reason they fail is that, especially if you have, if you've done research and so on, you're very detail oriented. You have a certain deductive mindset. It's sort of, you come from this kind of background where you reason through everything and you work with these people that are super smart. Mm-hmm. So you expect everybody around you to be that way. So then when you hire someone in marketing, you apply the same kind of judgment on them and you question what they're doing. And they're like, we're going to do a campaign that looks like this. And then you apply exactly the bar you would apply in academia. Mm-hmm. Like, okay, walk me through from first principles why you're thinking through this. Mm-hmm. And they usually don't have the backgrounds we have. They don't think like us. They don't speak like us. And we're like, okay, this doesn't even hold water. This person is, what are they even doing here? Like, no, I'm an absolute no. By the way, I'm going to micromanage and do it right myself. So now I'm suddenly a marketing expert here in 5 minutes, and I think we should do it this way. That's the failure mode of academics.
And then what's the right mode? This is so good. And then what does the right mode look like? Actually, what's the counterintuitive but correct thing to do?
Yeah, they speak a different language than you.
Yeah.
They're not going to come at it from deductive reasoning first. Maybe you find someone that's just like you and you find the perfect marketer and salesperson and corp dev and so on. And okay, but usually they come from a different background. The people that do sales are a little bit different from the people that do engineering. The people that do marketing are a little bit different. So I think you should kind of turn off that part of your brain. You should value experience because it matters. These fields have been built over the last 40, 50 years in business. And, they know how to do sales. There's an art to doing marketing. There's an art to doing product management. There's an art to do that. So just because they don't speak and look and can articulate it the way you would like to, you shouldn't just dismiss them. Okay. So actually as a founder, I kind of turned off. And sometimes I would go and talk to my co-founders and they're like, oh my God, how can you even stand this person? Mm-hmm. And I'd be like, I'll give him a chance. I agree with you that it didn't add up. And yes, that part of the argument didn't make sense. And yeah, it's they're a little bit funny like that, but maybe they're right. Mm-hmm. Maybe they're right about how they're doing it. And that way you can kind of broaden the diversity of talent in your company. So that's the way to do it right. And the way to fail is to just look to hire all people that look exactly like you, not physically or gender-wise or ethnicity, but they're wired they have the same background. When you look at the CV, it's like the same CV as you.
Yeah.